I'm Monte.
I'm Harvey. And sorry, we've got. And then do you want to say it?
I'll say I'm Monte. You say I'm Harvey. We are Client Liaison, and I'll say you're listening to our soundtrack. Is that it?
Where's the frame as well? Is it just like where's it cut off?
The song that most reminds me of growing up is "Boy in the Bubble" by Paul Simon. It's got such an intergenerational feel about it. Driving up to the snow with my family, we'd all get into it. It's one for the whole family.
The song that reminds me of home is Daryl Braithwaite's One Summer. It was shot at Point Longsdale, and it shows him and what looks to be his family just hanging out on the porch at this beautiful beach shack. Summer on the beach, Victorian coastline, and whenever I see that clip and now hear the song, I just think of summers by the beach, and it definitely reminds me of home.
The song that makes me laugh would have to be Prince. He's got a few outtakes, pretty ridiculous sounding songs. One's called Vibrator, about a vibrator, but the one that makes me laugh the most is Work That Fat, and it's all about fat chicks and how sexy they are.
I love that song.
It's pretty raw.
Yeah, the whole of Emancipation is also a bit of a laugh.
No.
Good album, best album.
The song that makes me cry, over the years I've collected a cry playlist. I quite like listening to music and bringing on tears and really setting the emotion within me, but the pinnacle of crying for me is a song called Apartheid, It's Wrong by Stevie Wonder. You know apartheid's wrong, like slavery was wrong, like the Holocaust was wrong. And it's so deep and spiritual and powerful, and it just makes you want to get up and change the world.
The song that I never want to hear again is Daft Punk's Get Lucky. It was somewhat overplayed, but also that album, I didn't much like it. I preferred their earlier sound, what they were known for. And everyone was ranting and raving about the album, and I just wanted some harder Daft Punk. And I felt somewhat robbed, but
Feels like it's eternally on loop, that song too.
Yeah.
It just doesn't stop.
I just thought they had so much, like, in terms of their production capabilities, they had so much more capable of writing such a pump and tune. And yeah, Get Lucky came on, and it was just, yeah, I was a fan at start, and then, really dropped off.
The song I'm most proud of would have to be End of the Earth, because it's the first song we released, but it's also a song that's it's really based in the lyrics, and it came from a poem, and I guess it's got some fun wordplay, which I'm proud of too. And I'm proud to have written a song about Australia, which is a pretty abstract concept. The song I play air guitar to would have to be Pink Cashmere by Prince. It's a pretty epic ballad with a lot of strings, and it's only in the last third that it kind of just sails off with this guitar solo. It's kind of guitar warring with strings, which is just too good, and I can't help myself. I feel pretty ashamed playing air guitar. It feels like, yeah, it's just not a good look, especially when you can't really play guitar.
Oh, no, air acoustic guitar.
Oh, you love that.
You got to get the arm out like that. The Simply Red Stadium air. The song I want to cover, which we've been sort of in between sound checks starting to have a little play around on, is Nirvana's Polly Wants a Cracker. I remember seeing at high school, there was these charity concerts called Save Concerts, and there was this one guy who did the most terrible cover of Nirvana's Polly Wants a Cracker, and I love that idea of the teenager trying to cover Nirvana and how far removed it is from Client Liaison, and I think it'd be great if we just said, like, I'm not going to do that voice, but like...
You do it every sound check. You got to do it.
Oh, God, it's like, Polly wants a cracker. It's like, it's so far from us, and, you know, the chords, I remember them from when I learned guitar. And then my brother, probably wants a cracker. He remembered them. Our bassist remembered, like, instantly. Everyone knows the song, and it just started singing, like, Polly wants it, and it was a great moment.
I reckon it's a good task. It's a pretty good challenge for us to client liaison Nirvana.
Yeah, really
That'd
put
be
the
cool.
fans on the back foot. If that came on, people would, oh God, they'd be outraged.
The song I can't get out of my head. I'm horny, 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 so horny. Yeah, that was a pretty pumping tune back in like 97, 98, and we'd hit the clubs, the underage nightclubs with our like gelled hair and dance in the circle, and that song was just on repeat, and yeah, it's just instantly in my head everywhere I go. Yeah, amazing tune.
What's this?
To you again.
A song that you wouldn't expect to see on my iPod is Ronan Keating's Life is a Roller Coaster.
Ooh.
Fantastic tune. Huge tune. Only because I found out it was produced by the guy whose name I forget. He did Lana Del Rey's album, and he recently worked on this tune with FKA Twigs called Good for Love. And I was going through his back catalogue, realised that was written, started listening to it, and for that reason I found a way into the tune. Otherwise, you know, seeing that guy on that commercial television program, the singing competitions, I wouldn't have come about it. But it's a great song, and I do encourage you to listen to it and just try to separate your mind from the fact that Ronan Keating sings it, and enjoy the song for what it is.
The song I fell in love to, Whole New Way by Scissor Sisters. I picked that because I can't remember there's too much love going on and too much sex going on, which is a great thing, but that song is about a whole new kind of sex, and it's pretty dirty and raw, and just brings back good sexual loving memories.
The song with the best lyrics ever, or lyric, is Savage Garden's I Want You, that line of Chica Cherry Cola. It's just stuck. And today, you know, anytime that song comes on, that one line, it was interesting because they're an Australian band, of course, but you could never get Cherry Cola in Australia, so it was this, I don't know.
Everyone calls the song
Chica
Cherry Cola.
Chica Cherry Cola is that. And I thought it was very edgy for an Australian band to like say something American, and it was back in the 90s when everything that America did was cool. And yeah, I wanted Chica Cherry Cola, but they didn't have it down at the shop. I had to get a strawberry Big M. Well, that was about it. So yeah, that's a great lyric.
He sang it with such conviction.
Yeah.
To say, this is going to last forever. Awesome. That's great. Thanks.
Awesome.